Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the S-Scene podcast. We're back for again. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, for what's technically the last podcast this year, even though it's not. It's Mikey Keating.
Hello, mate.
Oh, wow!
Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
He just bumped into me and just
Hello, mate. Alright, mate. Fucking hell, too nice.
It reminded me of a conversation I had a while back with a girl, and she said to me, "Why do lads always say ice?" I was like, "Why don't you say hello to me?" And another mate of mine, Jamie, came across and said, "Well, it kind of combines two things. It says ice, which means hello, and alright, as in, are you alright?" Why do lads do that though? They always go ice. In fact, they don't even say alright, they go ice.
Right. It's just easier.
Benign.
And just say 8.
I like, mate, you're great. Stuff like that. I've never got that, but well, never mind. It's a nutty one. So
How are you doing then, mate?
I'm fantastic. Yeah, I really am actually.
Living the dream, are you?
No,
Yeah. Oh.
See, it's just catching up. That's all. And
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, but
I'll just sort that out later.
Uh-huh.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Doing work actually.
Yay.
Work Monday.
Well, that's great life. The great life for me. But to be fair, it's Sunday tomorrow, which for us makes a change. But I've got some stories to talk about for the last podcast of the year, although technically it isn't what it is. Because next week, as people know, we have an award ceremony.
Yeah, but technically this is still right.
But technically this is the last one.
So.
I don't think we're going to be speaking. No, we won't be speaking about
shit.
any news.
Just missed it.
You missed the bit. How can you miss from there?
Anyway, dynamic.
No! But, firstly, you probably heard of a film being cancelled called The Interviewer.
Yes.
And
The interview.
Interview North Korean Prime... is it President or Prime Minister?
Dictator.
That's
what
Kim Jong-un. And that's been pulled, and Seth Rogen... Man, he was... Did you see his email? It says email saying, "I can't believe America's bowing to the pressure just pressed by North Korea and this stupid-ass freedom group." I was just like, well, Kim Jong-un's going to have his marksman trained on you, mate.
200 yards!
I mean, Sony are trying to find, as of this morning, they're trying to find a way of releasing it. They've just cancelled the Christmas Day release. First and foremost, who goes to see films on Christmas Day?
You'd be surprised.
Especially in the UK. In fact, everywhere is pretty much shut on a Christmas Day in the UK. It's like, do you remember when Sherlock Holmes came out?
Yeah.
All over the world it was released on Christmas Day. Except in the UK where it was released on Boxing Day. Because
We're British.
cinemas distributors know that the Brits don't do anything on Christmas Day. They just shove their faces full of turkey or chicken or whatever
and
meat you have.
alcohol.
Whatever meat.
That could physically destroy their bodies.
Whatever meat people have, because obviously for many years there's been massive arguments over which one you pick. I'm not going to side with one right now because that's not the point of the story.
But anyway,
But Obama's come out and he's vowed response to what's happened. He said it was a mistake by Sony for pulling the film. And it says the FBI are blaming North Korea for this alleged cyber attack on Sony Pictures.
FBI. You mean the FBI?
That's what I said, the FBI.
You said the FBI.
Fibby! Yay!
The Federal Investigation Bureau of Investigation.
It'd be like, no, it's the You know what? I've been playing GTA too much. The FIB. Yeah, the FIB. That's
the
what
IAA.
I'm just like, no!
Intelligence Agency. Anyway.
Yeah, Sony, as I've already said, Sony are planning to release the film on a different platform. Probably straight to DVD. But, what was the name? I'm trying to remember the name of the group that are behind. What is it like?
Something with freedom.
I keep thinking Freedom Cry, but that's the name of the Assassin's Creed game. There is not Freedom Cry. I honestly cannot remember the name of the thing. But he said, Mr. Barnova keeps saying, no, he said, Sony Pictures have made a mistake and it should just go ahead because he quotes, Americans cannot change their patterns of behaviour due to the possibility of a terrorist attack. That's not who we are and that's not what America's about. Technically he's right, he's got it straight in there. But I'm desperately trying to remember the name of the group that said, but it was the people, obviously the two people who were in the film, James Franco and Seth Rogen, or well, Seth Rogen, as I've already said, is particularly pissed. And
Oh shit! Right?
George Clooney's actually come out and said that he thinks that the film should just be released online, just to annoy everyone.
He's a fucking legend, George Clooney.
But the thing,
Don't get me wrong, I've not been a big fan of his films, but some of the stuff he comes out with, like the only good films I like that he's in is the ocean films. That they are.
I've always loved the Oceans films.
You
Yeah,
can't beat just the cleverness of them. Just how everyone works together. Like you don't understand it, but once you watch the whole film, it then shows you what really happens. Like how everything works.
I mean, for those of you who have not watched the Oceans films, sorry for the plot.
No, but that's basically what it is. But for those who haven't watched it, pause us for a sec.
No, we're better than Oceans.
Yeah, okay.
We've got a more attractive lineup. Brad Pitt, nah.
Matt Damon, nah. We got Jack Milton and Mikey Keating.
Do you know what? It's like lead Oscar for like best male actors, and it's me and you up for nomination, and supporting up and Matty Morris.
supporting actor. Those McLachlan.
I'm with these guys here. I genuinely can't find the name of the hacker group, but they're from Pyongyang. That's where they were based when they did the attack. Now, with Mikey's geographical statements of late,
Pyongyang.
you know where Pyongyang is, don't you?
Yes, North Korea. Capital of North Korea.
Good man. For those of you that don't know where North Korea is, it's in Asia. You wouldn't be able to get it. You wouldn't be able
to Japan and that, so.
It's just above South Korea.
If you don't know where Korea is in general, it's right next to Japan.
There's been a lot about Korea lately, though, hasn't there, the last few years? I mean, it all really started with North Korea in the public view from Team America. To be brutally honest, I genuinely not. For people who don't know what Team America is, basically it's a mock of the Thunderbirds in terms of puppets, but they take the mick out of Kim Jong-il, and it's just in the public eye. That's where North Korea are now just really starting to come into prominence. But I think
over one terrorist, you blow up half of Paris, sort of thing.
to be fair though to Team America, their plot line got stolen by G.I. Joe a couple of years later. You know, when Paris gets knocked down in Team America, they did exactly the same thing in G.I. Jose.
G.I. Jose.
Because G.I. Jose is all that matters.
G.I.
Joe.
What was it, Cobra, wasn't it?
Cobra,
yeah.
Cobra!
Yeah.
So I was looking at, go on, get the thing. To see you staring at it like it's, your recent born child going, oh, pick it up.
What one to have?
I'm not gonna have anything. I'm not gonna have donuts, I know that much.
Alright. Hey, these got Destiny. We just said there like that, do you reckon?
Oh no, but I was
Hey, Jack, we just take the piss and say, hey, bye. Did you just say you're gay? Dun 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 dun. Well done, mate, for coming out.
And if you're wondering what that is, it's just a bit of tape. But I'm just loading up the next story, so I'm apologising for pausing slightly, but my Kindle has decided to reverse itself and become a Kindle again. Just leave it for now, I'll have some in a bit. But as we know, people here at the S-Team, we've 3 of the S-Team members have reasonably good phones, but one of us has a BlackBerry. Now, Can you guess who it is, folks?
Who?
Wait, Moggy has a...
Because it's a fucking BlackBerry, you knob. Weed!
I didn't know. Never knew Moggy had the... Well, there's two knobheads in the S team who've got BlackBerry. One of them is Mikey. Good news. BlackBerry misses expectations. Sales store. After being bailed out and then now falling apart again.
Oh, the half-week.
Because BlackBerry on Wednesday unveiled the new classic phone, which features, you know, the signature keyboard of all BlackBerries,
Yeah,
which is used for all posh knobs in Downing Street. But,
business and shit, yeah.
oh, you wouldn't see me using one. But
No, but that was Jimmy.
would you like to have a guess?
I got an email with it from BlackBerry.
Would you have a guess how much drop in revenue they lost this year? Bear in mind they were predicted to make 1.19 billion a year.
I'd say they were on a billion.
That's not really a loss. It's only 190 million, they can afford that.
You said 1.9 billion, you said?
They're on 1.19.
Oh.
They were supposed to hit 1.19 billion.
I'd say 750 million.
Oh, he's not far off. It's 793. I mean...
Plus that, you've got to take in product development up to the actual thing itself. Staff.
Chemically backpaid.
That's what it's fucking like.
But
Call you back when it's free.
you've missed the bin again. Well,
Do you remember, like, sometimes you get like 59 minutes free? Like an hour free?
yeah.
Can I phone you back in a minute? We only get an hour free. You're waiting for about next 20 minutes to get a phone call?
But yeah, shares in the company fell over 6% in the wake of the earnings naturally, because that's how the market works. But I mean, do you know how? I mean, this is BlackBerry once had a 50% share of the smartphone market in the US. Do you know how much that is now? And this is one estimate that someone put it down to.
About 10.
10%. That's your final answer. Locked in. No more questions asked.
No more questions.
No, it's 0.5. It's 0.5%. Do you know what's probably taken it over? The battle between Android and Apple, yeah. That's genuinely what it is.
That as a brand? Or was that
as a smart
system?
as a company, as in producing smartphones.
So it'll be Apple, Nokia, Sony.
Probably. Oh yeah, okay, Nokia.
No, do you know what I mean? I just want to.
Lumia phone. It's not really a Nokia. What else have we got out there in the market for me? Motorola have made a comeback. I prefer the V3 flip phone. That's the best phone they've ever made.
I'll tell you one thing. Do you remember the Matrix?
Yeah.
Do you know the phone he had, number one?
The V3.
I've got one in my house.
I'm going to tell you a story, people, about something that happened to me as a kid. I was getting ready to be at the acquirement of my first mobile telephone communication device.
It makes like it's a ritual. Well, to be fair, back in the day,
it is now.
Was.
It was a ritual back then, and I was how old was I at the time? I just got into high school, actually. That's how late into the game I came. And I was 12 years old when I got the first phone, and my parents were like, we're going to get them a phone. We wonder what phone we could get them. And I was like, my mum and dad had the Motorola V3, and I loved the style of the fact that it was a flip phone. It could take pictures. I was like, yes, this is the phone I want. And I even asked them for this. I have a Motorola V3. Please, can I have a Motorola V3? And they went, we'll get you a new phone. I was like, I'm getting a Motorola V3. Sat there, opens up his presents on his birthday, his 12th birthday, and he gets a Nokia 3120. Now, to this day, people, I have that phone. It doesn't work anymore. But I'm so glad I got my Nokia instead, because that is genuinely still my favourite phone I've ever had. This is king. This is by far the king of phones I've ever had, this Sony Xperia. No product placement here in the S team. It's just happening as it is. But
if you get mentioned,
and to be fair, in some ways this is my favourite phone of all time. But it doesn't have Snake. And my Nokia had Snake.
It's not about Snake.
If it had Snake, it would be the best. I could probably download it, but that's not the point of Snake.
It doesn't have Snake. It's normal.
It should be default. It should be put into the phone with added features. 8.3 megapixel camera, internet provided services. Snake is a free game. And it should have the music every time you crash into a wall.
I think the one that makes me.
And then
You
everyone.
look back at our, like, when we went to school. See,
Yeah.
I'm fucking old now saying that, you know. Like,
I used to, but now I look back at it and think I feel really young.
No, but you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
I get where you're coming from.
Like, that's just gone. But, say, I look back and say it was 12. Because I got my phone the same time as I got yours. And,
But you had a computer before me.
yeah, that's right. We had a computer before you, but you had a PlayStation
I'll
before.
tell you something, people.
Back
I'll tell
in
you,
the day,
I'll tell you something. And this is in terms of technology. I am a late bloomer, but I know more about computers and technology than most people do.
Mm.
I didn't get a computer till the age of 16. Sorry, 16 is the age. Didn't have a phone till 12. Most people nowadays get them in primary school.
It annoys me.
I know. I didn't have a PlayStation till the age of 7. What else? What else are we looking at in terms of? I didn't get a tablet till earlier this year.
I haven't even got one.
You haven't got one.
Outstanding.
I love them, but you know,
They're
I
good.
love this
That
Kindle.
sort of,
And since they fixed the update, it's now a perfectly functioning Kindle again. It actually doesn't freeze anymore on me. But the problem is, and I'm just going to make this point before you talk about what you were going to say. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the thing with, genuinely, we're going to come to the point in the world when we're all sitting there.
Oh, he's digging in.
Bouncy.
There you go.
But,
You're looking all the fucking good ones out. Yeah.
But
There you go.
it's like we've become a technology-based
Based race.
race.
With two.
I genuinely know for a fact that. Oh my days, man.
Give you all the shit ones, yeah.
I genuinely think that
With two reliant on it.
when it eventually comes to the end of the world,
Well, I'll be fucking there. I'll be 6 foot on this.
yeah, I'll be dead as well now. But if it comes before that, people, who are the few people left that are going to be able to operate without technology? Old people. Probably me and you, to be honest with you, because I'm like I said, people, I'm a late bloomer. I still prefer to do some working out methods, not even using a calculator. Never mind flipping using your
I
phone.
can use like your bits of paper and stuff.
I
Sometimes
use-
if it's massive,
Do you
obviously,
know
you
what?
can
If,
use a calculator.
I feel more comfortable using paper over spreadsheet, and I can use spreadsheet in an instant. I know every single feature of how to use spreadsheet, but I prefer paper because I have a genuine tendency to feel happy with myself when I've finished.
Good question.
That sounded wrong.
Regarding technology.
That did sound wrong. But go on, you were
Say if
going
you've
to
got a car.
Yeah.
Depends how would you say the world can end?
say. Oh, probably next year at this rate.
Oh, lovely. I'll make sure.
Don't worry, we'll have made our year podcast by then.
Yeah.
In the midst of the flames.
When everyone's running round, I'll be like,
Sadly, it'll never
welcome to sunny Birkenhead, like pure video.
Sadly, it'll never get uploaded because we'll have finished the podcast. It'll get saved onto a floppy disk, and then the flipping computers will get blown off.
We'll have to go around Birkenhead, round all the auction places, looking for the floppy
Finding a
disk to read
computer
them.
with a floppy disk.
It's got decent connection.
I genuinely our first computer, which was never
I remember
connected to
your
the
first
first computer that we had, and I technically don't class it as a computer because it wasn't, but it had a floppy disk. That's how old it was. But you were saying though before about something, and I've forgotten what it was.
Kids in their home.
Yeah, go on.
You're right, aren't it?
Mhm.
Hey, when we were growing up, you had bikes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You know, if you see the fat kid, you knew he was rich. Do you know what I mean? Because looking at it this way, no one had money. No one's ever had money in Birkenhead, let's be fair.
Well, not until recently.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was one of them. Like, I was always a bit of a big lad, but he was just generally me, you know. But, like, I remember always saying to you, like, just the way, like, me and you were brought up, you always look after your mates, always
Working
go out.
class families, yeah.
Whereas there's people
that didn't. They'd be like, I remember people that were fat when we went to school. Like, I was one of the big lads, but the thing is, I could sort of lose it for a bit and then gain it and then lose it and then. But then you knew who was rich enough because they couldn't be hard. Like, you'd go out of school and you'd be getting like packs of crisps and chocolate.
Could really,
Me and
to
you'd be lucky
really
to get a fucking Vimto bar, you know what I mean?
I never even got that. But to me,
Yeah, I
genuinely
only once
never
or twice I thought you want.
But yeah, I know, I remember that myself. But genuinely, people, and this brings me back to something that I remember someone telling me. It's like at the start of every school semester in primary school, you could tell the rich kids from the poor kids because the rich kids would come in with a new bag, new uniform, new shoes, and like, oh, I've had 3 holidays, you know, I've had a cracking time in Mallorca or somewhere like that. And then, you know, obviously, and then the poor kids.
Great time in Preston.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like the poor kids would come in with a black eye and a new second name. You know what I mean? That's genuinely what it was like. And you sat there, you just think, wow, they didn't.
If you're not, that's the thing is, like, kids these days, they don't understand. Like, when we were that age, like my cousin's like 7, and he's already got a phone, an Xbox One, you know, all this. At that age, I was happy with a PlayStation 1, Muppets Race Mania.
Which I've still got.
Can't beat it, one of the best games ever. Right. Yeah, you remember those old CD players?
Still got mine.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, I have a portable CD player that I still use.
You use like AA back. Yeah.
Right there it is.
One of the. Fucking I had the same one. I'm not even joking, I had the exact same one. Like that, push that in there. Happy days.
Yeah. And you know what? I've still got the earphones that go with it. Yeah. They're in a box somewhere, but I still have them. I know for a fact.
But like, that's the thing. Like we were so like I remember we would go on a Friday in school. Right, lads, what are you doing over the weekend?
Do you know?
Do you what? We'll meet up. Yeah, all right then. So we'd all meet up. 12 o'clock on the dot in a place. All I think it was 7 of us, 6 or 7. Meet up and we'll go out for the whole day on bikes.
Yeah, we would. Yeah.
Just wouldn't. We would come home only when we needed something to eat or a drink.
Yeah,
or a couple of quid, and then we'll pop off back right out.
Yeah.
But like the kids today, the heads are just literally the hands are welded so that you control it. Don't get me wrong, I'm the same now.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
yeah.
We're all working. We don't get that chance to go out all the time because.
Do you know it's kind of a thing nowadays where I don't want to go out anymore because it's not as nice a place as it used to be.
Like I remember as a kid, it was always nice. There wasn't shit everywhere. You know. It was a nice area to live. But then
I think it was
because we always
back where I lived in Grafton Street when I was young.
I thought it was really nice.
It was a nice place, but I go back there now and it's rough as hell. It's a nicer place to live back then than it is now. But in that area. But the problem is, if I'd have still lived there now, I'd be in more crap than I had been if I hadn't moved. But I don't know today, to be honest with you. I mean,
the one you had in Austin, the Platt. That was.
I loved that place,
that
but it was ruined by our neighbours.
Mm.
That was the only. And the worst thing was those neighbours moved out literally a few months after we went. If we'd have stayed for longer, we'd still be there now. And I loved Talbot Court.
I thought it was a nice place.
It was a beautiful
Well, there's
place.
the one up the top that you were
I didn't like that.
massive room and stuff like that.
Talbot.
There's that thief. Wasn't there in there?
Mm. Well, we had the thief, but he never came near us because whoever it was probably seen my dad and went, no, ran off. But I'm going to move it on because
basically, what the point I was trying to put on was kids are getting. When we were kids, we were okay. Go out.
I don't think kids
Go out
know
with
how
mates.
to socialise anymore.
Yeah, we had that social interaction.
Yeah.
Whereas you go to kids now, you go out. With
They
mates.
can
They've got
proclaim
mates.
they can proclaim they love each other, and yet they hardly spend any time with each other, and they only talk on Facebook. And I love that because it just makes me laugh inside because I know what love feels like. I've experienced every single emotion. So when I hear people, I love him. You've been with him for 2 weeks and you love him, are you? Yeah, 2 weeks later, they split up. You know, I was sat there just like, how pathetic is it?
Right, welcome to the Virgin Watch. My name's Mikey Keating.
Yeah. And with my co-conspirators, Lewis McLachlan and Matty Morris. And I'm sat there going, oh, I can't join.
Shut up, Jack. Shut up. Be quiet. It's celebrations. Okay.
I'll have them then. But we've got to move on to our story now. But obviously with the UK being the UK, we have a lot of immigrants trying to enter our country. Now, an official statistic shows what they think makes an illegal attempt. How many people make an illegal attempt a day into the UK? I would guess what you think it is.
Percentage-wise?
No, I mean just in people.
Oh, 6,000.
No, you're way off.
Higher or lower?
A lot lower.
Let's try 150,000.
Lower.
See, lower or higher? Did you say?
Lower. Bloody hell, you've been writing for the Daily Mail.
3K.
How's that lower than 1,500?
Did you say 1,500?
What did you say?
50K. Did you say? I thought you said higher.
No.
700.
I'll tell you. It's 100. Now, I've got this story here and it says, migrants made about 100 attempts a day to get in the UK this year, or this summer rather. It says between April and July in 2014, 11,920 were caught trying to enter the country in the UK illegally. Now, you compare that to the 11,700 for the whole of 2012 and 2013, never mind the summer, and you see this shit. Now, I know exactly why migrants want to come over here and live here. I know the exact reason, and it's simply because we're stupid enough to give other people who come into our country enough money for themselves so they can send it back to their kids.
That's not stupid. You think about it now, right?
Who would you ever give it to? If you, let's say you were Prime Minister, God help us all.
Yeah, God help us all.
First and only ever time I'm going to say that. God help us all.
What's that? Keep for Prime Minister?
Alright. Who would you give it to? Would you give it to a man called Zrutnik, who has 6 children back in Slovenia, and works himself, and lives in a 1-bedroom house of 6 people, including himself? Or would you give it to a man called Derek, who's got 2 kids and a wife, struggling for money in a house?
Struggling for money? Struggling for money?
But you'd give it to your own, though. I know I would. I know people might think, well, that's a bit... You know, some people bordered on saying, that's racist, isn't it? No, it's not racist. And the reason why it's not is because... Have you seen how small our country is? It's tiny. It's bloody tiny. And we can't afford to take more and more people in. I don't know what the national consensus is for the population in the UK at the minute.
60 million.
I think it's more than that now, you know.
Was it 64 million last year?
2014 in the UK. Now, to be fair, if the Scottish should have got independence, that'd been great because they'd have all twatted off up to there. But we grew. Our population last year grew by 400,000, and you're right, it is 64 million. But I mean, compared to 10 years ago, our population, I think I'm right in saying, was 50 million or 56 million. So I mean, 8 million people have come over here to live, and it's all because of the benefit system. I genuinely blame that. I don't have problems with migrants coming over here, living to work with their families over here.
You know what?
I can understand that because us Brits go out and do it over in other countries, and in their countries.
Everyone has the right to move to where they want to go.
Yeah.
And where? I've got not. You know what? I would turn around and see you struggle. Here you go. Here's fucking good.
But our country's now busting its banks. I would shut down migration in our country for a few years. Weed some people out, because there are a lot of people who live in the country, and from what I've heard, it's supposedly about 1.5 million of people living in the UK that aren't actually allowed to live here. So if we took out that 1.5 million, that's 1.5 million people who probably, let's say 600,000 of them, have jobs, 600,000 jobs with people who live in the UK, who are registered to live here. Now, I'm not having a go this is no racial attack at anything. And
It's not really racial, mate.
and it's not racial anyway, but I just think that the government's a load of crap and they need to be sorting this issue out, because I know they've had a lot of issues to try and deal with this year.
Oh, don't be silly.
Well, they've had to
Daddy's golf course has to stay running.
That is true. But then their second biggest problem after the golf course was the NHS.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the NHS is the most important thing in the country and it needs to be sorted.
Mummy's gym needs to keep going. We can't stop that now. Come on.
Even though it's only been used once in 6 years and she's a fat cow.
Yeah. But Mummy's gym, they pay the bills on that. Jesus. It annoys me. Yeah, it does.
But I'm not going to turn this into attack on the government, because it's not.
Why not?
Because it's Christmas and I'm happy. It's Christmas, I'm happy.
Wanted, what was it? I think it was a 20% rise in their wages, MPs, yet they wouldn't even get a 1.3%.
Oh, I'll tell you what, there was a story lately about the MPs. Get off the cool wall! Genuinely, there was a story this year, people, recently, and it said, if you're trying to save money in the House of Commons, the House of Lords, and he said, yeah, we desperately need to save money, and they went, so would you be able to swap your most expensive champagne for your one that's a little bit cheaper? Now, bear in mind, people, the price difference was 15 quid, so it's not actually that much. Compared to how much champagne costs. Top-notch champagne. I've seen bottles go for 6k.
Yeah.
Have a guess how many House of Lords voted to have the £15 less. And bear in mind, there's lots of Lords.
Next to none.
The correct answer is none. Not one picked the fit, even though they're trying to save money. The kind of says a lot, really, about...
Sorry, wait there, these guys, let's be fair.
The only
John
person...
Prescott and stuff like that. Like, they've worked.
Not John Prescott, he's not a Lord.
Yes. Lord he's a fucking Lord.
He's not a Lord now, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, please, John, don't be a Lord.
Do you want to know the reason why he accepted it? He takes the piss saying his wife wants the new hat. He's like, yeah, why did you take it? You're have I got news for you? Good.
Oh, okay, no, sorry. The amount of people that voted were 12 out of the several hundred Lords there are. Now, 12 out of, let's say, I think it's 160. You're looking at a percentage of less than 10%. I guarantee that one of them is known as Lord Prescott. But I just think that we're coming back to the immigration thing. I mean, I don't want to talk about politics because it's Christmas and then next week is the award ceremony, so we're not going to be talking about politics.
No more politics. No more.
But
next topic.
I just want to talk. I want about immigration. No, this isn't to do with politics.
It is, because technically you're like, oh, I want the government to do this.
No. What happened to our land border patrol? Didn't we have a land patrol board that once was quite good?
Nope.
We did back in the 70s when we weren't born. I don't know.
That's why we don't know.
I genuinely don't know. I'm going to move it on then.
Yeah.
Now, Mikey. Oh, for God's sake, Huffington Post, you have to do a pun like that.
Oh.
But, no, it's a weird American news, which Mikey looks forward to every week now after initially not liking it. Man, oh God. Colin Higgs was arrested on Sunday morning after he allegedly walked into the Upper Darby, Pennsylvania police station, and he did something in there that was illegal to do in a police station. Guess what you think of, man?
Masturbate.
You know what? That was the first thing I thought, but it's not. You got two more guesses. Think about what nutty things America. Think about what America, in Miami in particular, is known for. Go on.
Going in nude.
No. What's the second thing?
Drunk.
No. They're all three good guesses, to be fair. No, man just literally just walked into a police station in Pennsylvania, sat down on a bench and started smoking a joint. I mean, it just says, Hig was put in a jail cell where he took off his pants. Oh no, I didn't read this far down when I first put this. Oh god.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh no, I've got to read this. He took off his pants, defecated on the floor and smeared the feces all around cell wall. There's something wrong with this man.
So what I'll do? There you go, mate. It's the jet wash.
He was taken
Just shot him in there with the jet wash.
He was taken to a mental health facility for an evaluation where it was determined he was high on unspecified drugs. I don't think that's just weed. I don't think that's just weed.
Fucking everything, I mean.
He's charged with disorderly conduct, public drunkenness, marijuana possession and possession of drug paraphernalia. Now, you're probably wondering what that pun was from the Huffington Post. Well, quite simply it was, a Pennsylvania man is in the joint for allegedly smoking one inside a police station. Way, great banter. I genuinely don't understand some people on this planet. The fact that you go and sit
Put
down.
elbows from the Yanks.
To be fair, the Brits have done some weird stuff. I mean, what about that primary school that happened a few months ago? That was funny as hell. I mean, just streaming some stuff. So.
You know what, there's one thing, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, this story is American. I just didn't see that number.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right, Mikey. This also involves the police, but, you know, for the first time in about 6 billion years, the police haven't done anything wrong. For a day. For a day. For a day.
Hey, can you confirm that?
Kill confirmed. Oh, God.
Anyway.
Right, so, a man was calling from his house to the emergency services in America.
I know, Donald Peter, please.
And no, it's even worse than that. It's stupid. And the man called the emergency service claiming someone had broken into his house, and you're thinking, oh no, that's a bad thing. Oh no, you can't predict, get off the Ford. Put the Ford down. Leave it there. There, leave it, child. Okay. No, stop messing me wall around. I can kick you in the ball. Thank you.
He's made a modification to it though.
I just talked about it later. We'll do it later. Now, you're thinking, oh no, he's been burgled, you've got to feel sorry for the guy. Oh no, he's...
Yeah.
No. Someone has broken into his house. Someone had broken into his house, and this is genuinely the main reason for why he called the police. Because someone changed the settings on his PlayStation 4. According to the local press, a resident had called 911 on 6 December after discovering the change, presumably having considered the situation at left and concluded that it couldn't have been him, and it was more likely that the person, despite having almost nothing obvious to gain from the house, had broken into his house, turned on the PlayStation, changed the settings, and left. I don't know. I genuinely, it's something like... I mean, this common... I just don't understand.
How far does that window open?
As far as you want it to go.
Can't move out the way.
I honestly don't get it. I mean, there was, this... people calling up for something stupid or for something dead funny. I mean, it was like earlier this year in America again. Someone... It was an older woman. She was in her... How old was she? She was in her 50s. And what did she say? Oh yeah, she called the police because she was complaining about the quality of the crystal meth. You think...
You pass the bin, please. I'm going to throw up vigorously.
Because you'd think, where is the logic? Where is the logic of... And if you're listening in America, which you probably will do in a few years' time when we hit 6 billion subscribers.
If we get that far.
But, genuinely, if you're listening to this and you're American,
we're sorry.
Why do you do these things? I will. I'll take them away from you, because Mikey looks like he's going to be all over the couch. all over the place. But that's a strange one. It really is, and I don't understand it sometimes. While he scratches his head. But I'm going to try and move on to some gaming news now. And you've probably already heard about this news, but it literally came out. Well, it was confirmed on Thursday, but you know, it was quietened down a bit. You obviously know about Assassin's Creed. Oh, Mikey doesn't know.
I've played it.
Yeah, we know you've played
Finished it and I've got my review ready.
Would you like to do that now? Because this would perfectly link into about what I'm going to say. Take the stage.
6.9.
No, it's not 6.9. You're
It
just
is.
saying it because you wanted to use that number. Right, talk
Okay.
us through it.
Basically, your character honors just
No, talk us through your review, you bunch.
Personally, I thought it was a good game. Good, solid story. Could have been better.
Was it?
No, but you know what I mean? In the way it was set. Could have been a lot better.
To be fair, it was going quite well. It wasn't anything
The
special.
last
it was
three sequences were actually really good. I liked how they included Napoleon in there.
It's a bit light though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I was hoping he'd be in it a bit more.
yeah. I like the way with the cannon. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it just blows the flipping
Yeah,
wall open and
yeah,
just
he's,
walks out.
Yeah, he's training there. He was just like, I want to be able to do that one day. Just like shoot a fucking grenade launcher into the wall. Oh, hello, dear old chaps. No, but like, good. It's all right. Good game. To be fair, I'm surprised it worked with the three of us, me, you, and
It didn't work.
El Morriso. No, it did work, and then he buggered off for a bit, and then it was there. So, but like,
Genuinely, people, we did
a couple of missions.
We did a couple of missions, and the first two missions were plagued by the fact that Mikey and Matty got spotted almost immediately, and I'm sat there like, I've not
Dude,
been spotted
I did good.
once.
No, I was like, you shooting him with the Phantom Blade and stuff. I was doing alright.
And then you got spotted.
And then Matty got spotted. So I jumped down to the chest, and he kept spotting me. Not like a digit of football says.
But yeah, the second heist people that we did, we were attempting to take a piece of art out of
Castle.
out of a mansion, huge building, and Mikey and Matty had set off one way.
No, I.
But virtually within a minute of setting off, I'd found the painting and got out. And you're like, "I've done it! I've done what?"
What was I said? What fucking sorry what? He was. I was just like.
I found it.
No, I walked in like. I like waddled across the room like all Assassin's Creed sort of thing.
And then the next thing you hear me go, "Done."
Yeah, that's it, boys. There's a wrap. I was like, the painting's right in front of me. Like, it just disappears. Like, oh, you what?
Jack actually got the right painting first time.
I was like, I was just walking back. I'm like joking. I was running. And some guy like walked out. Like, huh? I just went, oh, fuck off.
But what do you think though? What's strengths of the game?
I like the parkour. I really like the
I
parkour.
think the parkour is probably the most improved thing.
I like it could have been improved a bit. Because like, I'm used to the old Assassin's Creed games, so you could be on that wall. Like, or as it was on the Xbox. Or, right trigger and A.
So that would be R2 and X.
Yeah, you to jump
Yeah.
directly back, but you can't do that on this one. That's the thing that I'm
No, you press L2 and X instead now.
Oh, if I didn't know that, I would have done
You can press R2 and X to do it, but it's got to be like R2 running and then press X as with jump.
Anyway, I thought it was a good story. Good, like,
I'm sorry,
To be-
people, but the ending is genuinely
Just
just
ridiculous.
like a big fuck you.
just fucking ridiculous. It was a good build up to it, but then
It was too short. The game was too short.
he's like one or two things a sequence. Then.
Yeah.
I remember Assassin's Creed 1, and there was like six to each, and there was like 10 sequences, 11 sequences there was.
10. No, it wasn't. It was 9.
In the first one.
Because Robert de Sable was a whole thing by himself. You had to go into the big you had to go into the wall itself to fight Robert Sarber at the end, and then you got to go up against the big boss at the end, who I'm not going to reveal, but which was a whole mission in itself.
Yeah.
You know, and those two sequences alone, and you know, even all the Assassin's Creed games that I've played, even 4,
I had more than 3.
You know, they were. I mean, Black Flag took forever to finish.
I remember one sequence, 5 or 6.
But then again, my reason for that was because I just used my big shit to go pew pew against all of them. I mean, that's my logic behind it, and I never fast travel. I just took the shit wherever I wanted. But I don't know what they were thinking for this game, as into why make it so short. No modern day storyline would really wow me off, because I thought, you know, you're playing Black Flag at the minute, and you're probably liking the modern day storyline that's been there so far.
Thing is, Rogue continues.
I could go on further and say the modern day storyline of Black Flag is just as good as the ancient story of Black Flag.
Because it gives you
Because it was that good. But this one does not have. All you hear in Assassin's Creed Unity is a woman who I've never seen before.
And Sean.
And you hear Sean's voice. I don't know where Rebecca is, which really wound me up. But I'm glad Sean's there, because if Ubisoft got rid of Sean, I would go to their offices and make sure it was burnt down like one of the cannon fire missions in Assassin's Creed 3.
You're such a bad person, do you realise that?
I do when it comes to Sean. Okay?
You heard it here, folks. Jack's gay. To all those ladies in the world, I'm open them.
I'm gay for a fictional character in a video game. I'd rather be gay for that rather than real life.
I'm not gay in real life.
You weren't saying you are, but the game is still not fixed. It's been too long since it's been released. Now,
It's the same with the crew,
admittedly,
they're focusing too much on Assassin's Creed.
Admittedly, though, with Ubisoft, to be fair, they've had one game this year that's come out that's been perfectly fine, and that's Far Cry 4. And I've had a play of Far Cry 4. Bloody good game. To be fair, it's a brilliant game. But I want to make this point. What have you got?
No, I was just checking.
Right,
Because I just spoke to those people before you.
Yeah, it was fully on. It was flipping. It was fully recorded. It still is fully recorded. But I've now forgotten what I was saying.
Far Cry 4?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, like, you know, the crew, like we said a few weeks ago, I don't blame Ivory Tower because they've sorted their part of the game out. And Ubisoft are, for the online, to sort everything out and go to Ubisoft. They also did the online for this. It doesn't work properly. It still doesn't work properly on. We were doing that mission, the tournament. I don't know what happened there, but it's like, you two were fighting ghosts in my video. Genuinely fighting ghosts. There was nothing there, and I was just like, how come I can't attack any of these random things? And then we were getting spotted even though we weren't doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
And we were trying
I was getting spotted through a wall.
Yeah, I know, and I just think...
I was trying to pick that last chest, wasn't I, for us? To get the fit in, and then I found the pop all in there. But like, I was trying to open the chest, and it goes down to open the chest. And spotted, he stopped.
Actually, Ubisoft have released 2 games this year, but I'll get to the other one later. But I don't know what... So, what would you really give your rating for this game?
I'd say 7.4.
Oh my days, that's too good. I can't...
That's not taking the thing into a factor online.
I would take the whole game.
The whole...
I would take... when I gave my review, I took
6.
everything. Yeah.
I think, unfortunately...
It's the weakest of the series. Because I can't, even bloody Assassin's Creed...
Brotherhood was better.
Even Assassin's Creed 3 was better than flipping... than this game. And
Assassin's Creed 3 was
nothing wrong with Assassin's Creed 3, but the problem with 3 was that the character of Connor was meh, and flipping the storyline itself didn't really have a purpose. It was good though, it was interesting as you went along, it's just the final missions weren't great. But, obviously, Ubisoft being Ubisoft and with hacks going around on Sony, even Ubisoft's not safe, And naturally, Ubisoft got caught out. And there are the details now for people for Assassin's Creed's next game that comes out next year. Codename Victory, yeah, and you already know about it. Victoria London Times.
I'm not getting it.
Oh God, Ubisoft, what are you flipping doing? I have
Focus on
no
the
problem.
fucking games you
I
got
have
out,
no
isn't it?
problem with Victorian London. In fact, I love that idea.
I love the idea.
The fact that you get to use a whip to flipping climb buildings. It's a genius idea. But and that's what I said to Matty yesterday. It's like, can we get an Indiana Jones DLC?
Can we get the hat? Like the hat,
I want a
isn't it?
Stetson and a pistol.
A fez?
No, that's Doctor Who.
No, just get a fez, is it? No, because
Tommy Who.
yeah.
That was before his time. That was way before his time.
No, I'm saying like the fez. Because we had India back then, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, true.
So India, Egypt, and all that. So.
I plead with Ubisoft. And I don't know how long it took doing this game. If you took more than 4 years, then I understand. But please, just don't try and rush the game, because I can't stand games that have been... Every single bloody game that's virtually come out this year has been plagued with problems on next-gen consoles. The only games that I can really look at that haven't got any problems are, let's see, Titanfall that came out earlier this year, Far Cry 4, Forza hasn't had any problems. In downside with Forza, it doesn't have enough cars.
That's still gone.
Apparently. And there's a couple of other mini games like Minecraft and Trials Fusion and stuff like that. They've not had any problems. Which is a cracking little segue for me to talk about Trials Fusion. Because I just wanted to make a quick point about Trials Fusion.
Give me a pillow or something.
Finally, people, next year, Trials Fusion's getting the multiplayer that it deserves.
I'm not getting it.
Yes, you are!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. If
Minecraft,
I buy it for you as a present, you're bloody playing it.
Well, I'm going to get you Minecraft as a present.
That's fine by me.
You can't have it.
Yeah, I would. If you bought it me, I would play it.
Deal. Shake on it now. Shake on it now.
Yeah.
No, no, I'm being deadly serious.
Use the other hand, because I've literally licked my own hand.
I know. That's your wanker hand as well.
No. So I get some of them.
So, looks like you know what you're getting for Christmas, mate.
Yours will be after Christmas.
Block. Do you reckon we get
To be fair, I was playing Trials Fusion. He wouldn't play it, but I was playing Trials Fusion the other day. One of the multiplayer match people, they'd done a Minecraft type course thing, and it's just nuts. It's genuinely like Minecraft, except
be quiet.
Actually, that came out this year, and it's supposed to be really good.
I might get it.
I'm tempted to get it, but I'm not getting it yet.
I might just get it, just so I can go on, make me a dude. And
I'll tell you what. Another game that came out this year with no problems. FIFA 15. What do you think about it?
It did.
Yeah, but it has its usual problems. They're not really new, are they, to be fair?
Yeah, so you technically can't say it wasn't fun.
I wouldn't say that, because the game actually plays.
Well, say that, I can't say Destiny did.
Destiny had problems on its opening day, yeah.
But the fact is, they stamped it out. They stamped it out
To
within
be
the
fair,
first
people,
week.
to be fair, people, to Destiny, they've been working on that game for years, and the problems that were with it were basic. I don't know how big these problems are for Unity, but I know they're big. It's the same with Tribe Club with its online server problems.
Oh, don't
They've
start
got
with
problems.
that fucking game.
But to be fair, you don't hate that game. You don't hate that game. You just wish online would work. Because I know for a fact, people, that he likes that game. He just would play it if online worked.
No.
You bloody would. If
not.
me and Matty have been sat there, and there's been times you've gone, do you want to go on Drive Club? Give it a go, eh? We'll be alright.
Yeah.
And you've gone on Drive Club because it's a good game to play. It is a
You
good
didn't
game.
have the crew at the time.
It's a good game to play.
I prefer the crew.
But the problem is, you can't play the crew with Matty because Matty can't connect.
Because that's the thing, it's annoying.
I'm going to make a point about this.
Oh, here we go.
Not the games, but I'm going to make a point about this
Yeah.
when it comes to my game of the year next week. That's one of the categories, by the way, people, next week. Now, I'm not going to say what my game of the year is. I'm not going to say any of my things. I've only got 3 more left to pick, and I've got 8 days to do it. So that's not fun. You're a fucking sponge.
That's why you need to give me the list. Again. Give me the list later.
I will do. But genuinely, people, I don't know. I'm looking at I tell you what, that's another game. Another game that didn't have COD didn't have any problems when it got released. Advanced Warfare was solid. I'm tempted to go out and buy Advanced Warfare next year because it's something to do. Because the only games I find myself playing now are FIFA, Trials, GTA, and Last of Us. I don't want to buy Battlefield though, that's the thing.
Okay, I'll just go with Battlefield.
The only downside with Battlefield is that it came out last year. And you can't give it Game of the Year because I'd understand you two picking it if you could. But because it came out last year, you can't pick it.
Can't pick Last of Us either.
No, I'm not picking GTA either because that came out. Matty tried to argue with that people yesterday. He tried to argue with, yeah, but the new remastered version. No, Matty.
Remastered?
No, Matty. They came out last year. And anyway, even if he said what would be the best remastered game, I'd pick The Last of Us because it's better.
Just to be than GTA.
Yeah. Does he damn right?
Gaming news.
Oh, I've got one more piece of news.
Go on.
Yeah, I might as well. GTA update for the heists, obviously, coming out next year.
Oh, right, this one.
Which is, there's no release date confirmed yet. I'm assuming within the first 3 months. I'm hoping before March.
Come on, please.
Please do it before. Please do it on February. Otherwise, I'll have to do the heartbreak of leaving Project Cars for the couple of hours and then going back on it and going, oh, I should have been playing this hours ago.
Mike, you knob.
Usually it's you, Mike.
Sorry, Yak.
But I was sitting there just like, please, I want to be playing Project Cars now. And I'm sitting there thinking, thank you, Slightly Mad Studios, for just delaying it that little bit longer, because that could end up being the biggest selling game of the first quarter, because I can see it outselling Hardline and Battlefield. I don't know any other contenders that come out that early that year, unless you know of some random games. But you were going to say though, with GTA in regards to it, obviously the Christmas update's come out. It's got snow, and you can throw snowballs.
Oh, see, and this is what I have to put up with, guys.
And this is what I've got to put up with every night on PSN. Hey guys, going the wrong way. No, Mike, this way, Mike. No, Mike, that's a wall. No, Mike, you've gone through the wall. That's the ocean.
Mike, you're now sinking into the ocean.
I'm not swimming, lad.
Taking a dive. No,
got me dive gear on. Just comes up, just resurfaces and just scoops you. You mad bloke.
You what? You jelly, bro. For those who pre-ordered the game for GTA, you got it on first day sort of thing.
Yeah, that'd be me.
You got a 500k, didn't you?
Yep.
For your career.
Yep.
And for thingy, the multiplayer.
Up online, which I've already spent, but I've got points to get back.
I have spent a lot.
Yeah, but I happen by any chance come across a guy called Mikey RK13, most likely he'll be driving around in a Marshall. If you don't know what a Marshall is, it's a big monster truck.
It basically looks like an El Camino with big fucking wheels.
Yeah.
And a British flag on the back.
I bought an Aston Martin DB5, so, quintessentially James Bond. But you were saying that?
Me and Jack and Matty got bored of it and thought, here you go, we'll have a go with bikes on this track that Jack found. And basically, you have to start at the top of a building.
Yeah, I found this back in the PS3 days, people. And that was in December last year when I found it.
And you go over, and you drop into where the construction site is.
So for people who know the tallest building in downtown in GTA, is the helipad on top of it. It's literally the building next to that. It's the IAA building, and you drive off the edge of that.
No, it's not the IAA building you drive on.
One of them, I think.
It's like, yeah, but anyway, you drive off it, and you've got to balance the bike, you've got to land in the grass. Let's put it this way, for the next 10 minutes, me, Jack,
No, you
and Matty.
You and Matty. And bear in mind, people, this is how frustrated it was. Mikey had landed his bike. He jumps off over the next place. Yeah, I'm going to get it. And then randomly crashes into me just before the checkpoint. And spends the next 5-10 minutes trying to drop down with me and Matty doing some nice commentary, which will be available next year. But
I just remember sitting there going, I'm going to make it. Oh, no, I'm dead again. Oh, no, I'm dead again. Oh, I've done it! I've done it! Oh, fuck, I've got it.
you know what? Seeing as we've got time, we might as well have a look at the games that are coming out next year.
No, do it next week.
We can't do it next week because we've got the awards next week.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So, people, we're going to do this reasonably quick. I'm surprised. Okay, first game that's coming out on the 20th of January is Get Out of Hell with Saints Row. Yeah, there's 2 Saints Row games coming out, people.
What?
Well, there's Saints Row 4, which is re-elected, so that's the remastered one.
Yeah.
And then there's Get Out of Hell, which is the new one.
Oh, I might get that.
Now, for people who don't know what Saints Row is, basically it's a piss-poor version of GTA.
No, it's not.
it's
Basically, Saints Row is...
a sillier version of GTA.
It was THQ's take on...
GTA.
Yeah, basically.
I've never liked it. It just
I love GTA Saints Row 2. That was amazing.
The first horror game next year is coming out. Sorry to cut you off, but
Oh, it's already out.
no, the first proper horror game coming out is 2015 is Dying Light, which I've seen. Supposedly is going to be one of the scariest games of next year. I don't know. I've got a friend who loves her horror games. She's loving the look of it. No, shut up, tits. There's a game called Evolve that comes out on the 10th for Xbox One.
There's a new Pokemon game that comes out. I'm getting it.
Is it on PS4?
No, it's on my DS, so I'm getting the DS. Just to get
Pokemon. I know Evolve. You should probably know that logo by now. It's been plastered everywhere. Obviously not paying attention, but it's a first-person shooter.
Oh, cool,
We got a remastered version of Dead or Alive 5. Ching!
It's a pass, thanks.
Love Dead or Alive. The Order 1886 is coming out on the 24th.
That looks quite good. Oh, actually looks quite good.
I hope so. I really hope that they've improved the shooting on that, because it was god awful when they showed it at E3. So bad.
I remember E3.
They've got a game coming out about us. It's called Codename S.C.E.A.M. So S-Team, that's our game coming out. Nintendo 3DS! Battlefield Hardline, probably the first big game to come out next year.
It's Cops and Robbers, isn't it?
Cops and Robbers, I love that idea.
You get it?
But the king of all kings will be coming out virtually within the same week. And I'm looking round, imagining people are watching us for added effect. Project Cars comes out in March. And that's all that matters!
It just means probably covered the I'm not sure.
But other games as well, including Bloodborne, that comes out next year. You don't know what Bloodborne is now?
No.
Would you like me to give you an explanation of what Bloodborne is?
Yeah.
Bloodborne is essentially that!
Oh,
basically, it's an action role RPG game. But imagine, I wouldn't say it's sort of Bayonetta style gore, but not Bayonetta mechanics.
I never played it, didn't like it.
Love Bayonetta. I really wish it could come out on PS or the second one. Matty's favourite game he's looking forward to next year comes out as well, Batman Arkham Knight. And then we've got a load of games coming out that haven't got a date. So we've got Assassin's Creed Victory, naturally, which comes out as Battleborn. What else have we got here? I'm just looking for these. I'm looking for ones that are coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. Broforce. It's a genre called Run and Gun. I don't know if you can expand on that.
Not really.
Would you like me to give it a look?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, it's a shooting one.
Oh.
Didn't know that was the new style for shoot mods. Apparently, Run and Gun people remember that.
It's been over the years, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Run and Gun. Then the flipping game that annoyed me so much as a kid. Carmageddon is coming back. just do not care for that game. I'm thinking,
I want to make Muppet Race Mania.
I doubt that will ever happen, to be honest with you. The fact that the Muppets is now declining in terms of popularity of the films, it is struggling lately.
No, I might write all that. That's okay.
Devil May Cry 4. Oh, great, that's a special edition of the one I told you. Why are they doing so many remasters? That's good.
People want the updated version.
It's annoying though, isn't it, to be honest? Let's see. Everyone's gone to the Rapture. That's an adventure game. Another Final Fantasy game.
I might get it.
What Final Fantasy?
I used to like it, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair,
But it went
they were
downhill.
good.
I'll have to see what it looks like.
People are trying to claim that Gran Turismo 7's coming out next year. I don't think it is. It will probably be January, February 2016.
Forza 74 will be coming out this year.
No, 7. What else
Well,
we got?
Forza 60.
No, I have not heard anything about Forza. What happened to Project Gotham as well? That disappeared.
What's it? Gotham Cars.
Yeah, Project Gotham Racing. That just disappeared. Disappeared off the radar, that one.
Alright.
Obviously, Halo 5 comes out next year, so...
Wait.
There's a part of me that wishes that was on PlayStation.
Oh,
but-
Tom's getting an Xbox One.
So that's alright for you guys. Hellblade, that's a hack and slash game. Homefront Revolution.
Yes!
Probably one of the games that we're looking forward to. Even though...
What was that?
The worst high
Just you
five
then.
ever. Oh, that was... Oh, stop.
Yeah, whatever.
To be fair, a lot of people didn't like Homefront, the first one. I loved it.
I actually thought
I
it
really
was
enjoyed
really good.
Um,
Because it had you like organised your setup. Like what weapons did you want? What did you want? All your bits you had to work for and all. It was really hard.
well, it was being developed by Crytek, and then Deep Silver Dambuster had come out and took it over, and now Deep Silver Dambuster is sorting the last part of it out. It is set 2 years after Homefront, and 4 years into the Greater Korean Republic's invasion of the United States. So I'm just having a look at the little plot here. We've got a new protagonist. This time we actually know the name. Ethan Brady, his name is. I'm yet to see what he looks like. Well, either
Ethan
that.
Brady.
Ethan Brady, yeah. I don't know.
I think it was Ethan Brady, the first one.
If you're thinking Brady, the only Brady I can think of is Tom Brady, who presents ITV News.
The only Brady I can think of is your mama's so fat. The old, mama jokes, the guy who makes them. But
Other games that come up, Just Cause 3. That comes up to PS4 and the Xbox One.
not been a big fan of it.
Let It Die, that's another hack and slash game. Mad Max, now that's going to be interesting to see how they make a game out of that.
I thought it would be good.
I hope it'll be good. Obviously, one of my favourite games coming in first quarter, so within the first 3 months, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. That's something for me to play.
Do you know what? I might get it just to see what it's like.
Yeah. Well, if it's got any references to old Metal Gear Solid games, you'll be screwed. That's the only downside. Now, a game that I've started to pay a lot more interest to, even though there's not really a plot or anything for it. I referred to you months back about a game called No Man's Sky. That E3 game that I showed you a trailer of and you went, I haven't got a bloody clue what it's about. And they were flying between planets and stuff.
Yeah.
They had a Q&A with the developer, so it was allowed to answer yes and no questions. And I'm really excited by that game now because I still really don't know exactly what the game is. But the challenge of the game is you start on the outside of No Man's Sky universe. You start on the outside. And it seems to me like the objective is to get further into the planet, into the system as possible. And it gets harder and harder because you've got to upgrade things and stuff like that. You've got to upgrade your ship, maybe what you wear. There's not much player character design because you don't see who your character is.
Yeah.
According to the developer and the guy behind it. But what he did say was that you don't actually know whether your character's male or female. The gender is left unassigned, I think.
You could be a child.
No, you could not know your character because you never. Because
Kick with a dick.
you never see your character, and because you never talk, you don't know whether you're going to be male or female. I kind of like that idea. It's a game I'm looking forward to, but I'd like to know more about it before I go out for any money after that.
I'm saying that like Destiny was the same, weren't it? Do the whole new one was going to be about
Until like maybe 6 to 8 months before release.
Yeah, but that's the
And
moment
then-
you
but,
start.
I mean,
putting
this
the
game
info.
is coming out next year, and still no one has a clue what it's about. I'm looking forward to it. More games that are coming out. We got literally just going through some things here. Psychological horror game known as Pathologic.
No.
Not something. Pokemon Tournament!
And what?
It just says to be announced.
Oh. I wanna get it.
There's a racing simulation game called Ride that's coming out. I've heard of Ride. It's being developed by Milestone. And as people know, Milestone have had some good games, they've had some not so good games as well, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to look to see what other big games are coming out. Right, let me see.
Probably another card game.
There'll be a COD game. Obviously the now Xbox exclusive Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming out. They've done a Little Big Planet spin-off game called Run Sackboy Run, but it's for the PS Vita and the Android, so you know people will be playing that for 400 years.
So you.
Maybe.
Nothing else.
Another horror game by the name of Soma that's coming out. That does look a bit. It's a survival horror type thing. Star Wars Battlefront's coming out. So
Me and Matty.
yeah, you two will be. Obviously, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege comes out, and The Division comes out as well.
Really
Two different games for Tom Clancy coming out there.
Rest in peace.
Tropico 5's coming out on the PS4 as well.
Yes! Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Street Fighter 4. Uncharted 4's coming out. I think I'm right in saying Uncharted 4's going to be the last one with Nathan Drake. Warhammer 40,000 if you're a big Warhammer nerd.
Yeah.
You like those type of things. Obviously, there's going to be F1 2015, but there's no confirmed. And there will be a WRC. I'm not eating donuts. But what I will say, people, is this. That's the end of the podcast.
What did you say? Well, you will have a 40k.
That'll be Windows. Like he was like, no, I want Warhammer 40k. That'd be great banter. But yeah,
Okay.
that's the last of our podcast for this year. Don't worry, it's not like we're disappearing anywhere. We've got an award ceremony next week, and then we'll be back the week after that, which will be the 4th of. What depends whether you're available Saturday or Sunday. And then New Year, so it'll be the 3rd and 4th. Other quick thing. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow Michael Corlius Keating at
Mikey Keating.
Mikey's getting high off donuts. Want to follow me at JackTM53, follow Matty Morris in the street,
Louis McLachlan's
Lewis_Moggy, like us on Facebook.
Do you want to get into a discussion sort of guys? You know what I mean? Follow us on Twitter, throw us a few questions. I know Jack will be
I'm not expecting anything yet. But times are looking good, people.
Yeah.
We're going to be sticking around because I enjoy doing this. I actually do really enjoy doing this. You're going to love the award ceremony next week because we've got some things coming in that
We've got some guests.
we might have guests, we might not have guests, we don't know yet. But thanks very much for listening anyway. And we've been the S team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.